Students' social needs need to be considered because social issues can lead to academic problems and more, like difficulty adjusting to life after school. It's important to know what types of discipline methods work so class can run smoothly. There are many controversial therapies out there that may or may not help students with behavioral disabilities. The best way to find reliable information is through professional journals.
Students with learning and behavioral disabilities frequently have trouble with social interactions. They struggle to make friends, have conversations, and deal with conflict. But there's not just one reason why many of these students have social skill problems. They may lack a knowledge because they don't have models to teach them, or they may not be able to read social cues. Others know what to do but don't do it because of impulsivity, sometimes because of nervousness in social settings. Some choose not to because they have not received recognition, so they'd rather not do it and receive negative recognition than no recognition at all. And others may have the knowledge of how to act socially but don't have the confidence because of either past rejection or the lack of opportunities to interact with others.
When students struggle in their academic or their social lives, it can have psychological effects that can carry with them. Um, a student may start to have a lack of motivation, and with that, they will get in the mindset of why bother trying if I'm just going to fail anyways, and they just won't do the work, or they'll put very low effort into it. Um, with that, they also will develop low self-esteem, and with low self-esteem can come anxiety and depression and a feeling of helplessness, and really their confidence just goes down.
The first step to addressing a student's academic needs to see if they need differentiated instruction is by using the include strategy to analyze them and the demands of the classroom. Most of the time, students with learning and behavioral disabilities are expected to meet the same curricular expectations as their peers. When differentiating instruction, it's best to provide them with instructional accommodations. There are three types of accommodations that will most likely work best. These include bypassing a student's need by allowing the student to employ learning strategies to compensate, making an accommodation in the classroom, or providing the student with direct instruction on basic or independent learning.
The Include system is a great way to check your progress as a teacher and check the progress of your students. It helps students reach their needs and success through constant evaluation and a revision of plans made by the teacher for the benefit of the student. It can be used for many different needs of many different students. The steps are: I, identify the classroom demands. N, note student learning strengths and needs. C, check for potential areas of student success. L, look for potential problem areas. U, use information to brainstorm ways to differentiate instruction. D, differentiate instruction. E, evaluate student progress. For students with social and emotional needs, the inclusion plan can greatly benefit them. The teacher will be in constant communication with them, checking on how they are doing and how they are improving. They will receive help in areas they need that are specifically geared towards them. Everything is about their potential and their road to their own version of success. There will be a huge focus on making sure the students are kind to each other and they strive to reach their own goals. Everything they will receive will be out of love and work towards the goals and their progress.
One of the most important reasons for having an inclusive classroom is for the social benefit of students both with and without disabilities. Students have different social needs. Some will have a problem with classroom conduct, and we as teachers are responsible for helping them learn how to conduct themselves properly. There are a few ways this can be done. One suggestion the book makes is having the teacher and child make a behavior contract together. This will specify expected behavior with both rewards and punishments. Some students can be shy or unsure of how to interact with their peers. As teachers, we can give lessons that are referred to as social skills training and that teach how to carry a conversation, body posture, and the correct words to use. When teaching like this, be sure to evaluate the students with the steps in include and reteach if necessary. Self-control training would be used for students who know how to properly behave themselves in social situations, but do not have the self-control to actually do so. This would involve helping the student redirect their actions by talking to themselves. For example, a student would count to 5 when they are angry and then diffuse the situation by walking away and telling himself that he had done well. Then he would report to the teacher. Some students may be able to conduct themselves in a social situation, but lack opportunities to do so. A good way to help these students would be to make small groups for classwork, therefore providing them with a way to interact socially. Some students can benefit from attribution retaining, which is where the teacher convinces the student that their failure is from lack of effort rather than lack of ability. 5 steps to help a student with their self-esteem are: 1. Set reasonable goals. 2. Provide specific feedback contingent on student behavior. 3. Give students responsibility. 4. Teach students to reinforce themselves. And 5. Give students a chance to show their strengths.